Hip hop has always been about the people, rising in the name of peace, love, unity, and having fun.
We've been rhyming together since we were kids, like 15 years old, just speaking on things that we see in our hood, our stories, our struggles, our lives.
Around that time, we joined the Brotherhood and Sister Soul and formed a group called the Lyrical Circle. We'd get together every Friday after school and just share rhymes and poetry with each other.
Growing up in the Bronx and in the Heights, where we saw where we lived, it shaped our sense of self. And hip-hop was a powerful way for us to express that.
Nina Simone said, an artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. And I think that, we're challenged on the daily to take a hard look at the world we live in and do something to make it better.
Our work as artist educators in classrooms, community centers, and jails has given us a powerful vision of the world we're trying to build. The Cypher is the opposite of prison.
We've grown up with people who made it their priority to create spaces where we see each other, truly see each other.
And that right there, in a society that just says get yours, that right there is the beautiful struggle. That is the most vital revolution.
I think about all the people that we learn from who experience the day in and day out realities of segregation. People who put their bodies on the line, on bridges, and on lunch counters. People who saw Emmett Till's face after he was murdered. What they went through and how they overcame it. And how we're still overcoming so much.
Back in 2006, Sean Bell was murdered by the NYPD. And after all 3 officers involved were acquitted, a musical group from NYC called Mahina Movement put together a gathering called 50 Shots, 50 Artists to call attention to the vast cases of people killed by law enforcement across the country who hadn't received any sort of justice. It was there that we met Nicholas Hayward, whose son was killed by the NYPD in the Gowanus projects in Brooklyn while playing in a stairwell. He was only 13 years old. If he was alive today, he'd be the same age as us. Nicholas introduced us to the Stolen Lives Coalition, a group comprised primarily of mothers, family members, and friends of loved ones who have been killed by state violence throughout the U.S.
I think Nina Simone had it right. How could I not speak up when so much is going on? Is it not my duty to answer the call put out by my community?
This is what coming together in ciphers and protests with our people has always taught us. That our lives and our destinies are intertwined with every single person in our hood. And so I want to stand with the people facing the harshest pain, the way I'd want them to stand with me. I want to march in the streets with the mothers of Ramarley Graham and Eric Garner the same way that I'd want you to march with my mother if I was gunned down by the police.
This is what moved us to write the I Can't Breathe song, an echo of Eric Garner's last words, which became an anthem used in actions across the nation to demand justice.
Hear my brother crying, can't breathe. Now I'm in a struggle and I can't leave. Calling out the violence of these racist police. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free. We ain't gonna stop till our people are free.
We know we're all complicit to the violence this system perpetuates. Every day is a new opportunity for us to decide who we're gonna be in the face of that reality.
We can take the tragedies of systematic oppression and make our response into a vital reminder of who we really are. One united family who will struggle for our dignity together, by any means necessary.
We have been blessed to accompany communities motivated by love across the globe who have stood up for human rights and an end to state-sponsored violence.
Because we know in our rhymes and we feel in our souls that my liberation is your liberation, and your liberation is my liberation. And so every single time we act on this belief, it is an affirmation of our mantra. We are together. We are together in this crazy dance of life. We are together in this struggle for justice. We are together in the love of music and the appreciation of culture, in this movement, in this moment, in all moments. We are together.
My liberation is your liberation, and your liberation is my liberation.
So let me hear the people say, let's get free.
Let's get free.
I grabbed the mic with a purpose and a vision, rehearsing abolition, no parental supervision. My mental's in collision with this modern day slavery, stripping off the chains on my brain that they gave to me. Peace to the poets who propagate peace, from the west side, baby, down south to the east. Rocking hard for your pops, moms, nephew, and niece. Doing this out of love because war is a beast.
I seen vets against the war getting wet in the rain, marching with the students so tuition don't change. And when black men are gunned down by police, I seen farmers stand up with their fam in the streets. I seen immigrants and old folk marching for the same goal. Something in the soul, no, we are never solo. In the halls of power, breaking down these doors. We don't need an invitation, we built these floors.
Yeah, this country had my mama's womb in the crosshairs, lying in the sand. Black man, you can't cross here. Feel like I've been staring down the barrel, feeling fresh as hell with my skin as my apparel. Black history in action, this here is a celebration. You hear the horns, black college band graduation. My head nod to the beat, that's the meditation. Put the pen to the page and engage my liberation.
I sent code for meditation, De La Soul under rotation. Put the freedom on the stations. We are forming a new nation based on justice and forgiveness and rehabilitation. They addicted to the money and they public reputation. But if you decide to share, you can join the conversation. How in practice, we gon' get these reparations. It gon' take patience, but the prophecy is ancient. Cause every breath you take is a holy invitation.
Let me MC like Malcolm, Martin like my man Huey P, KRS, Bell Hooks and Cornell West, ABE, the last fire breather since before I was a teen, connected with divinity, monk like spirituality in South Bronx physicality, metaphysic mentality, street intellect, actually got a loving core I got from my family.
My liberation is
Your liberation, and your liberation is my liberation.
So let me hear the people say, let's get free.
Let's get free.
Peace.